Well, I've come here to sunny Oswestry to spend the day at a downhill. Not quite the reverse, as you'll see in a moment, but the guys and the girls that we're going to be watching riding today will be wearing helmets, rather like this type of style. They'll also be protected by body armour, like this. And they'll be wearing a vast array of multicoloured outfits all over the place. They'll be riding machines made by people such as Cannondale, GT, Giant. Never heard of them, have you? Well, neither had I, because they're all very high-tech push bikes, and I'm sat in completely the wrong place.
Give me love.
So if you haven't already worked it out, this is downhill mountain biking, as far as I can see. And this is the man whose fault it is we're all here today, Matt Bates. Matt, downhill mountain biking, tell me, it looks mad. What's it all about?
Yeah, you're right, it is mad, and it's not mountain biking. You know, downhill is downhill. It was linked to mountain bike at one time, but now it's just downhill racing. It's downhill motocross, really.
Right, so I've offended everybody there by calling it mountain bike. Right, I do apologise. You said motocross then? There's a link to motorbikes, is there here?
Yeah, there's a huge link to motorcycling or motocross. A lot of these guys either race motocross or have done in the past, and you know, they just want to get into another sport, another one that's just as crazy, and they come downhilling, and the two sports mix.
Yeah, well, from what I've seen already, I don't think you could go down that hill any faster on a motorbike. Is that right?
I think you're right. In fact, I think you're wrong, because I think you'll go down slower on a motorbike. You know, these guys really do go some. You know, it's narrow, it's slippery, but I just can't believe the speed they go down. It's amazed me. I'm from a motocross background. I used to race them, and it's amazed me how fast they are.
Yeah, it bloody frightened me already. There's more people here than I expected. And there are more people here than I've seen at some motocross meetings. Is it really that big?
Yeah, it's huge, and it's growing at the same time. As I said, they're coming from motocross, but at the same time, it's a sport developing on its own. And just here we have over 400 riders, and we've got thousands of spectators coming in today and hopefully tomorrow on Sunday. So, yeah, we're getting a good following.
Well, about this particular event, this is the first of this particular event. So what's the event?
Well, the event's called the Gold Run, but basically what we tried to do is put an event on that was more than just a race. You know, loads of things going on, bungee jumping and all that sort of thing, and discoing and partying and all of that, and have some real decent prize money for the top riders.
Yeah.
You know, so catering for them too.
Wine's ready, pedals ready, go, go, go.
Look at this for a fantastic piece of engineering. That's all I can describe it as, really. A bit different to my old rally chopper. Chris Porter here from Mountain Biker International, editor of, eh?
Hey, yeah, definitely.
We don't talk to any old riffraff on this. Chris, these are a work of art. But tell me about the gizmos on it. It's got lots of tricky bits.
Yeah, downhill mountain biking does test the bike to the limit. Pretty much bikes have come on a lot in the last 2 years, from 3 inches travel if you were lucky and could afford it, to a lot of bikes now being 8-inch travel capable. This Intense is adjustable from 6 inches to 8.5 inches travel, and the forks I'm running here, the Mr. Dirts, are adjustable from 6-inch to 8-inch too.
Some motorbikes don't have that, isn't it?
That's right. I mean, Jeremy McGrath in this year's Supercross has been shortening his down to 10-inch, and there's some World Cup riders that are running 10-inch downhill mountain bike. So it really has come on a lot in the last couple of years, and with that the speed too. But the machines themselves have been born out of necessity. When you're downhill mountain biking, you don't need a glut of gears, so you use the one chainring at the front. The defining factor of the downhill mountain bike is the single chainring with the chain device. You can't get the chain off no matter how you try. Oh, you hope you can.
What about something else I noticed straight away on these things is the brakes. Disc brakes.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I mean, they are push bikes when all said and done.
But you are popping along at a fair old lick. I mean, there are some courses at Sierra Nevada a couple of weeks ago on the World Cup circuit. The average speed was nearly 40 miles an hour. That was the average speed. So you do need good brakes.
Impressive stuff. I've got to ask you, Chris, I've looked around some of the trade stands there, and the prices frightened me. I could buy a motorbike for the price of some of the forks.
You could buy a motorbike, but you wouldn't get it down the hill as quick.
I know that. But go on, prices.
The prices, I mean, you'd be looking at, for a set of the Hope brakes, which are pretty much the best going, you're probably looking at a good 600 quid before you've built the wheels for them. The forks here, 1,200 quid. The frame is 2,300. Once you've got to this level, there's no more. The Intense is pretty much the top privateer bike. You don't get better than this. The better are the factory bikes on the World Cup circuit, and Joe Schmo like myself can't get those.
Right. So what's this worth then now?
This, to build up this, would probably cost you £5,000 to £5,500.
A question I've got to ask you, because I know you were into motorbikes. You used to work for a very well-known motorbike magazine. Would you swap this for a motorbike?
No, I've got both. Why not?
You've got both, right.
Yeah,
Which is the most fun downhill?
This.
Go!
So there you have it. Everybody's gone. They've left me on my own on the hillside. They've not actually. They've all gone down to the valley now for a big party. But that's downhilling. Impressive stuff. You can't really fail to be impressed by the technology, and certainly not by the speed. I can't honestly think of a faster way downwards, except maybe for this. The bungee jumping went on into the evening, and as the darkness fell, the crowd were treated to a floodlit motocross jump competition.
We need to keep that mighty.
5 top riders, Matt Bates, James Paynton, Neil Prince, Jeff Perrott and Paul Cooper, displayed their jumping prowess, and they were judged by the crowd clapometer. Everyone gave an excellent performance, but top motocrosser Paul Cooper had the edge, and he was the eventual winner.